The journey of chili powder begins long before it reaches a factory or a kitchen shelf. It starts in the fields, where chili peppers are cultivated with patience, skill, and deep agricultural knowledge. The quality, color, heat, and aroma of chili powder are all determined at this earliest stage. Farmers carefully select chili varieties based on desired spiciness, color intensity, and drying suitability. Some chilies are grown specifically for mild flavor, while others are cultivated for extreme heat. Climate, soil composition, sunlight, and irrigation all play a vital role in shaping the final character of the chili. Chili plants require warm temperatures and well-drained soil to thrive. Throughout the growing season, farmers monitor plant health, controlling pests and diseases while ensuring the peppers mature evenly. Timing is everything. Chilies harvested too early lack flavor and color, while overripe chilies may lose their structural integrity and become unsuitable for drying. For chili powder production, peppers are usually harvested at full ripeness, when their color is deep red and their heat level has fully developed. Harvesting is often done by hand, especially for premium quality chilies. Skilled workers carefully pluck each pepper to avoid bruising or damaging the skin. This gentle handling is crucial because damaged chilies can spoil faster and compromise overall quality. In some large-scale operations, mechanical harvesters are used, but even then, careful calibration is required to prevent crushing the peppers. Once harvested, chilies are quickly transferred into breathable crates or bins to prevent heat buildup and moisture retention. Fresh chilies contain a high amount of water, making them highly perishable. Delays at this stage can lead to fermentation, mold growth, or flavor degradation. To prevent this, chilies are transported to the factory as quickly as possible, often in temperature-controlled vehicles that maintain freshness during transit. Upon arrival at the factory, the chilies undergo an initial inspection. This is where modern technology meets human expertise. Conveyor belts carry the chilies through sorting lines, where trained workers and optical sorting machines remove any damaged, underripe, overripe, or discolored peppers. Stones, leaves, stems, and other foreign materials are also eliminated. This sorting stage is essential because even a small amount of poor quality chili can affect the taste, color, and safety of the final powder. After sorting, the chilies move to the washing stage. Washing serves multiple purposes, removing dirt, dust, pesticide residues, and surface microorganisms. Industrial washing systems use clean, potable water and often involve multiple stages. Chilies may first pass through a soaking tank to loosen dirt, followed by high-pressure spray washers that thoroughly rinse each pepper. In some facilities, soft rotating brushes are used to clean the chili surface without damaging the skin. Water quality is strictly controlled during this process. Many factories recycle and filter wash water to maintain hygiene while reducing waste. Proper washing not only ensures food safety but also improves drying efficiency, as clean chilies dry more evenly and consistently. Once washed, excess surface water is removed using air blowers or draining conveyors. This step prepares the chilies for drying, which is one of the most critical phases in chili powder production. Drying determines the shelf life, color retention, and flavor intensity of the final product. Drying works by reducing the moisture content of the chilies from around 70–80% down to approximately 8–10%. This low moisture level prevents microbial growth and makes the chilies suitable for grinding. There are several drying methods used in modern chili factories, each chosen based on climate, scale, and product requirements. Sun drying is the oldest method and is still used in some regions. Chilies are spread out on clean mats or trays and left to dry under direct sunlight. While this method is cost-effective and natural, it depends heavily on weather conditions and requires constant monitoring to protect chilies from rain, pests, and contamination. Modern factories, however, mostly rely on industrial drying systems. Hot air tunnel dryers are among the most common. In these systems, chilies are placed on mesh conveyors that move slowly through temperature-controlled chambers. Warm air circulates evenly around the chilies, gradually removing moisture without burning them. Temperature and airflow are carefully adjusted to preserve color and prevent heat damage. Advanced dehydration systems use sensors to monitor moisture levels in real time. This ensures consistent drying across large batches and prevents over-drying, which can cause loss of flavor and brittle texture. Proper drying also helps retain capsaicin, the compound responsible for chili heat, ensuring the final powder delivers the expected spiciness. During drying, chilies undergo visible transformation. Their bright red color deepens, their skin shrinks slightly, and their weight reduces dramatically. What was once fresh and juicy becomes lightweight, crisp, and shelf-stable. This transformation is not just physical, it concentrates flavor, aroma, and heat, forming the foundation of high-quality chili powder. After drying, the chilies are allowed to cool and rest. This stabilization phase helps equalize internal moisture and prevents condensation during storage. The dried chilies are then inspected once again to ensure uniform dryness and absence of mold or defects. Any chilies that do not meet quality standards are removed at this stage. The result of this entire process is a batch of perfectly dried chilies, clean, intensely colored, and rich in flavor. These dried peppers are now ready for the next phase of production, where they will be crushed, ground, and transformed into the fine chili powder used around the world. Every step, from careful harvesting to precise drying, plays a crucial role in determining the quality of the final product. Without proper handling at this stage, even the most advanced grinding and packaging technologies cannot compensate for poor raw material. This is why modern chili factories invest heavily in early-stage processing, combining traditional agricultural wisdom with cutting-edge food technology. In essence, chili powder is not just a ground spice. It is the result of a carefully managed journey that begins in the soil and passes through multiple layers of quality control. The care taken during harvesting, washing, and drying ensures that when the chilies are finally ground, they deliver bold color, authentic flavor, and consistent heat in every pinch. Once the chilies have been carefully dried and stabilized, they enter the most formative phase of the entire process, the stage where dried peppers officially become chili powder. This part of production is where precision, technology, and strict quality standards come together to ensure that every spoonful of chili powder delivers consistent heat, vibrant color, and rich aroma. Modern chili factories treat this phase with extreme care because even minor errors during grinding or packaging can affect flavor, shelf life, and consumer trust. The process begins with preparation of the dried chilies. Before grinding, the chilies are often inspected one final time to ensure they meet moisture and cleanliness standards. Any remaining stems, dust particles, or foreign matter are removed. Some factories also separate seeds at this stage, depending on the desired product. Seeds contain heat but can add bitterness and darker tones, so removing or retaining becomes a deliberate decision based on the final chili powder profile. Once prepared, the chilies are fed into industrial grinding machines. These grinders are far more advanced than simple crushing tools. They are designed to break down dried chilies gradually, preventing overheating that could destroy volatile flavor compounds and capsaicin. Overheating is one of the biggest risks during grinding, as excessive friction can dull the color and weaken the aroma of the powder. Grinding usually happens in multiple stages. In the first stage, dried chilies are crushed into coarse flakes. These flakes then pass through finer mills that reduce them further into powder. Each stage is carefully controlled, allowing manufacturers to achieve a specific particle size. Fine powder is preferred for smooth blends, while slightly coarser powder may be used for specialty or regional products. Modern factories often use hammer mills, pin mills, or cryogenic grinders. Cryogenic grinding is especially valuable for premium chili powder production. In this method, chilies are cooled using liquid nitrogen before grinding. This keeps temperatures extremely low, preserving natural oils, color, and flavor, reducing an ultra-fine, uniform powder. Though more expensive, this technology ensures superior quality and longer shelf life. After grinding, the chili powder moves into the sieving stage. Sieving is essential for consistency. The powder passes through fine mesh screens that separate larger particles from the finished product. Any coarse fragments are returned to the grinder, while the fine powder continues forward. This step ensures that consumers experience the same texture every time they use the spice. Blending follows sieving and is where chili powder becomes a carefully crafted product rather than a single ingredient. Many chili powders are not made from just one chili variety. Instead, manufacturers blend different chilies to achieve a specific heat level, color shade, and flavor balance. Mild chilies may be mixed with hotter varieties, or deep red chilies blended with brighter ones to create a visually appealing powder. Blending is a science. Precise measurements are used to maintain batch-to-batch consistency. Computer-controlled systems weigh and mix powders according to exact formulas. This ensures that a packet of chili powder purchased today tastes exactly the same as one bought months later. For large brands, this consistency is essential to maintaining consumer trust and brand identity. At this point, the chili powder is visually striking, fine, vibrant, and aromatic. However, before it can be packaged, it must pass through rigorous quality control. This stage acts as the final gatekeeper, ensuring the product meets all safety, flavor, and regulatory standards. Quality control begins with visual and sensory evaluation. Trained inspectors examine the powder's color, checking for brightness and uniformity. Aroma is assessed to confirm freshness and the absence of odors that might indicate contamination or spoilage. Texture is tested to ensure the grind size meets specifications. Heat level testing is also performed, especially for products labeled mild, medium, or hot. Capsaicin content is measured using laboratory instruments to ensure accurate spice ratings. This is crucial for consumer satisfaction, as inconsistent heat levels can damage brand credibility. Microbiological testing is one of the most critical aspects of quality control. Samples are analyzed for bacteria, molds, and other microorganisms. Because spices can be vulnerable to contamination, modern factories follow strict hygiene protocols and international food safety standards. Any batch that fails testing is rejected and never reaches the market. In addition to microbial safety, chili powder is tested for moisture content. Even a small amount of excess moisture can cause clumping, mold growth, or reduced shelf life. Laboratories use moisture analyzers to confirm that the powder meets precise dryness requirements. Some factories also conduct chemical tests to ensure there are no harmful residues, heavy metals, or unauthorized additives. These tests are especially important for products intended for international export, where regulatory requirements can be extremely strict. Once the chili powder passes all quality checks, it is cleared for packaging. Packaging may seem simple, but it plays a vital role in preserving quality. Chili powder is sensitive to air, light, moisture, and heat. Poor packaging can quickly degrade color and flavor, even if the powder itself is perfectly made. Modern factories use automated packaging systems to minimize human contact and reduce contamination risk. The powder is transferred into packaging machines through sealed systems. These machines measure precise quantities and fill containers with speed and accuracy. Chili powder can be packaged in various forms, including glass jars, plastic bottles, laminated pouches, or bulk sacks for food service and industrial use. Each packaging type is selected based on market needs, cost, and shelf life requirements. Before sealing, some packages are flushed with inert gases such as nitrogen. This removes oxygen, slowing oxidation and preserving freshness. Airtight sealing ensures that moisture cannot enter, keeping the powder free, flowing, and aromatic for longer periods. Labeling follows packaging. Labels include product name, spice level, ingredients, manufacturing date, expiration date, and regulatory information. In many factories, labeling is fully automated, ensuring accuracy and compliance with food labeling laws. Once labeled, packages move along conveyor belts to final inspection. Cameras and sensors check seal integrity, label placement, and fill level. Any defective package is automatically rejected. Approved products are then packed into cartons for storage and shipment. Storage conditions are carefully controlled. Finished chili powder is stored in cool, dry warehouses away from direct sunlight. Temperature and humidity monitoring systems help maintain optimal conditions until the product is shipped. The final step is distribution. From the factory, chili powder travels to supermarkets, wholesalers, restaurants, and food manufacturers around the world. What began as a fresh chili in a field has now become a globally distributed spice, ready to add flavor and heat to countless dishes. This entire phase, grinding, blending, testing, and packaging, represents the heart of modern chili powder manufacturing. It is where tradition meets technology, and where raw agricultural produce is transformed into a refined, reliable, and safe food product. Precision at this stage ensures that every batch delivered in system experiences the same color blooming in oil, the same aroma rising from a hot pan, and the same satisfying heat on the palate. Without strict control here, even the best-grown chilies would fail to meet consumer expectations. In the end, chili powder is more than just ground pepper. It is the result of careful engineering, scientific testing, and meticulous packaging. Every detail matters, from the speed of the grinder to the seal on the package. This attention to detail is what allows chili powder to remain one of the trusted and widely used spices in kitchens around the world.